This is the story of a continent, not a country, a cradle, the beginning, Africa, the birthplace of humanity, the land where the first heartbeat echoed across the savannah, where the dust remembers footprints older than time. When most people think of Africa's history, they start at slavery or colonization, but that's not the beginning. That's not the story. The story is older, deeper, more powerful. So let's take a journey across time, across deserts and rivers, from the first breath of humankind to the pulse of modern Africa. It began over 6 million years ago in East Africa, modern-day Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania. Here, the first of us walked upright. And here we found Lucy, our 3.2 million-year-old ancestor. Proof that Africa isn't just the home of black people. It is the home of all people. Then, 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens emerged in what is now Morocco. From there, we spread across the globe. But our roots, still in Africa, always Africa, the soil from which the human tree grew. While other continents were still planting seeds, Africa was already raising empires. By 3000 BCE, the Nile whispered secrets to the architects of ancient Egypt. Pyramids soared. Gods were honored. Pharaohs ruled. Egypt was a superpower, but it wasn't alone. To the south, in Nubia, the kingdom of Kush built its own pyramids, its own legacy. These weren't Egyptian leftovers. These were queens and kings, warriors with their own destiny. In West Africa, the Nok civilization crafted terracotta art and worked iron while Europe still struggled with bronze. In the east, Axum, modern Ethiopia, rose in stone and scripture, one of the first Christian empires in the world. Africa wasn't silent. It was building. Between 700 and 1600 AD, Africa shined. In the west, Ghana, Mali, Songhai, empires of gold, trade, and learning. Mansa Musa, emperor of Mali, was so wealthy that his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 collapsed economies with generosity. He didn't flex with Instagram, he flexed with gold. Timbuktu became a city of scholars, a university, a library, a light. In the south, Great Zimbabwe rose from stone. So advanced, European explorers couldn't believe it was African. But it was, and always had been. On the Swahili coast, trade routes hummed. Africa bartered with Arabia, India, even China. It was never cut off. It was connected. But brilliance came at a cost. In the 1500s, European ships arrived. First to trade, then to take. The transatlantic slave trade tore over 12 million Africans from their homes. Names were stripped. Families were broken. Human beings became cargo. And when the shackles fell, another chain arrived, colonialism. In 1884, at the Berlin Conference, Europe drew lines across Africa like a board game. No African leaders were present. Their lands were split. Their cultures were crushed. Their resources stolen. But the story doesn't end there. From the Zulu in the south to the Ashanti in the west, Africa resisted. And in the 20th century, a new chapter began. Independence. Ghana rose in 1957. Nigeria, Kenya, Algeria, and finally, South Africa broke its chains of apartheid in the 1990s. Africa wasn't broken. It endured. Today, Africa is 1.4 billion strong, 54 countries, over 2,000 languages, and a future no one can afford to ignore. Yes, there are challenges: corruption, poverty, conflict, but also innovation, culture, power. Nigerian Afrobeats fill dance floors worldwide. Kenya leads in mobile banking. Rwanda is rewriting what progress looks like. Tech startups in Ghana and Senegal are reshaping the digital world. Writers, artists, activists, scientists. Africa isn't catching up. It's leading. So the next time someone talks about Africa, don't start with slavery. Don't end with struggle. Talk about kings and queens. Talk about cities carved in stone. About books older than cathedrals. About music that moves the earth. About a people who never stopped rising. Africa's story is not one of darkness. It is a sunrise, a dawn still unfolding. Because Africa is not just part of the human story. It is the human story. Thanks for watching. If this opened your eyes like it should, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs a reminder of where we all come from. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that matter. Until next time, stay curious. And never forget your roots.